Taurus, Gemini, to your Astro Dice reading for March. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, let's go. This is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month, focused on only one of the 12 houses. Okay, guys, let's get in here. This message coming out, we have some Saturn energy with some Aquarius energy. Ooh, going straight into the 9th house. Wow, guys. Okay, here we go. Some Saturn energy over here. The part of you that accepts the challenge to gain some wisdom. Okay, and doing it with some Aquarius energy. The energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and of course some technological things going on. And we are in that Mercury retrograde right now. So if you are starting to have some kind of technical issues during March, that wouldn't surprise me, since that Mercury retrograde doesn't end until I think around the 27th, 26th, somewhere around that, my friends. So let's see here, going straight to the 9th house. Widening your horizons spiritually, academically, or on that long, long journey. Okay. So let's get in here. So having this Saturn in the deck is the part of you that accepts this challenge to gain wisdom, is, you know, definitely about you seeing the difference in what's going on around you, accepting some kind of challenge. So we will get down to this independent truth of the matter. Having this Aquarius energy coming out is also about that truth seeking in its own way. So let's see what we're doing. So it does feel like you're kind of committing to some kind of new path, or setting some kind of boundary around your belief system with the 9th house. So let's get in here and see what's going on, getting straight to the situation. Situation is beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. You have the Sun with the Wheel of Fortune coming out. And in the 9th house, we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. That's a very interesting spread there, my friends. Okay, so looking at this, it's kind of feels like your wake up morning, sort of like your wake up moment. You have the Sun over here that's talking about, in the beginning of the month, this over awareness, illumination, and this clarity that's coming through. But it's kind of like, I see what's happening now and I don't like it, right? I don't like what's going on. So there's something definitely going on that you're becoming more clear about. That's what's challenging you, right? So it's definitely realizing something that's not aligned with your beliefs anymore. Seeing that you've been investing in something with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse that's not making the sustainable results. You've been waiting on something and it might not be meant to move forward. So it's like I'm investing in something that's not going to pay out. And I'm realizing this now, right? I keep trying and trying and it's just not happening. So whether or not I'm going to have to reassess this or let it go is really what the challenge is. So there's the challenge. Do I keep continuing or do I let it go? So let's see what's happening in the mid-month. Saturn's testing you over here, guys. In the 9th house, for sure. And there it is again. Look at that. The Hierophant coming out. To the Ace of Cups. To the King of Swords in reverse. Sitting within your quiet power. So it's kind of like, do I accept this challenge instead of waiting for fate to fix it? But I do see that your mind is shifting. You see it from the beginning of the month to the mid-month, that your mind is definitely shifting in this area. Major quantum leap over here for you guys. It's almost like in the beginning of the month is a lot of frustration, but because of the awareness, you're starting to watch things change around. I'm starting to choose what's aligning with my higher truth. Not settling for less because you're sitting within your quiet power. Okay? As the King of Swords is in reverse. That's the quiet power within yourself. It's not weakness. It's none of the above. It's where you can say, this is what I'm choosing. So you're becoming more disciplined, but in a very quiet way, within your inner truth, within the 9th house. Having these clearer beliefs, and it's where your heart and your mind are now aligning with the Ace of Cups. That's all about your heart. Okay, so there's definitely a beautiful alignment between your beliefs and your emotions, guys. You may even feel like you're reconnecting to something spiritually, something meaningful, no matter what. Yet this time is feeling more grounded. And I just feel like the end of this phase is right around the corner, but yet you're standing in your truth. Okay, and that truth is whether or not I can continue on this challenge, or am I going to walk away from it? Everybody's is going to be different. Do I continue on this path? Do I continue to try to plant these seeds from the beginning of the month that I noticed are not going anywhere? Or do I, like I said before, do I walk away? It's actually not even a very soft growth. This is like I said, like a quantum leap. This is definitely an evolution that you're going through as you're evolving over here. Going to the end of the month. Well, you have the Page of Cups, or the Page of Wands, excuse me, in reverse to the 3 of Swords. Like you're saying, I'm not going to carry all the weight in the 9th house. Wow. Absolutely. So there you go. Now we can definitely see, as we're structuring it all together, what Saturn was building you towards. With the Page of Wands in reverse for the end of the month, my friends, you do have impulsive communication. You might feel that somebody's being impulsive about some kind of a communication, or you may feel like you have to be impulsive, that you need to take more action. So someone is trying to stir the pot, or you're trying to make them understand by stirring the pot. It's going to be different on who's doing that. Okay. I do feel it's someone, because it doesn't really, but you could be, because maybe you feel someone's lacking. Maybe you feel someone's slacking, because it does say someone, you are carrying all the weight. So it could be you stirring it up a little bit, saying, hey, excuse me. Right? We need to get this done. I can't do this by myself. Right? So that could be a huge possibility, because it could be causing a lot of grief, that maybe they're not participating in helping out in this situation. Okay. Either that, or it's just someone stirring it up, thinking that you should be doing all of this and you're feeling very burned out. So take that how it resonates. It's going to be a little different for everyone, but definitely a realization of this situation. I feel personally it's a realization about someone not doing their share, and they're falling behind. Okay. Because it was something that you felt very excited about, that now all of a sudden it's becoming your burnout. Okay. But that's okay though, because here's the key, guys. It's not about you carrying everything anymore. It's about what you're releasing. So I don't, because this is a card of release. I'm not doing it anymore. You've had me burn out. I feel like, you know what, you're saying, I'm not going to do it again. That's exactly what it is. I'm not going to do it again. Don't stir the pot and make me think I'm going to do it again. That's what it is. Because I'm not going to do this again. I'm releasing this. We're not going backwards. Yeah, that's exactly what I think it is. And it could be you stirring the pot, because you could definitely be telling them, I'm not doing this again by myself. So it could be a little bit of an overreaction towards them, and you could feel like it's betrayal. Okay, that you're doing this all by yourself. Okay. So, however this is, it's you gaining the wisdom through this challenge. You've challenged your mindset. You've stopped carrying all this emotional burdens that no longer align with your higher self, and then telling someone, we're not going backwards. Okay. And if it's not someone, then it's telling yourself, hey, I already went there. It's like having that higher moment within yourself to tell yourself, no, we're not going to do that again. We're going to do something else. So no matter what, it's beautiful acknowledgement, whether it's to someone or to yourself. Okay. So I do love that. This is a very beautiful message. It's a conscious decision to release what doesn't serve you and then get, back to business. See, because your next card is the Fool coming out. So it's saying that we're going to get back to business. We're going to try something different. We're going to have new possibilities, new exciting things. I'm not going backwards in this situation. So gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous. Okay, and that was it for you. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.